Hello and welcome to the Geek Den for issue 26 of the Build the DeLorean, or build the Back to the Future DeLorean, I must say. Been doing a lot of these videos now, and so it's kind of coming used to it. So this looks like the exhaust system. There's a fair bit to do in this issue, but once again we'll have a little quick look through the magazine. So obviously a breakdown of all the parts that we get, including screws. So here we have the silencer, the exhaust pipes and connectors and boots and stuff like that. And in this issue, as you can see, we build the exhaust, the silencer for the exhaust box, and then we actually fit it to the chassis, this one. We also need parts from a previous issue, the tracking rods. I've got a few problems with them. I'll bring them up nearer the time. And actually at the end of this issue we've actually finished the engine, and it's actually mounted on the chassis. Here we are again we're going back part 3, so this is more behind the scenes stuff when they've done the anniversary, and I think they've done the DVD or Blu-ray launch. Then we have Steven Spielberg once again, just putting stuff in here. So we have a little bio and how he got into doing Back to the Future. But that's still Spielberg. Remember, we will be doing issue 27 on this channel, so click to subscribe. Also comment as well. I love to hear your comments, good and bad. But it looks like we get the horn, the fans and the brackets, so radiator fans that will sit at the front of the chassis. Here we have another breakdown of the parts here. So let's crack on and open this parts, and remember, you will need the chassis for this issue. Hello and welcome back to the Geek Den. I'm just going to move my camera just a minute. Up. And yes, this is the engine. It is now completely in the chassis. There's a few things I'm going to obviously point out. Firstly, I want to say that this build will be excellent once it's done. Yep. With part builds there's always issues, such as not getting the right parts or getting ones that are broken, and that can be a pain. It can also put people off, and I don't want to say something here that would put someone off in building this. One, I think it's going to be a talking point. That's why I like doing these sort of builds, because you know, friends and family will come around and I can actually say that I've built this. This is what I've built, you know. 2.5 years project, and it's actually done. Secondly, well, it's going to be absolutely fantastic and look really well. But like I say, there is issues, and you get them with all part builds, and I don't want to be able to say stuff that would put someone off in getting this. If you're a die-hard Back to the Future fan, get this build. Also as well, if you love the car, you love the DeLorean, also get this build. So the first criticism is the engine. Yeah, it's really detailed. It really is. But how many of us after the build will actually see this engine? It will be covered up by the body, various other parts. Then there's also going to be the reactor that sits on top. To get to this, you have to take the reactor off and lift up a plate to see this. I for one won't do that. And the only other way you'll be able to see this is if you have it upside down. No one's going to put this on its roof upside down. So I think they've gone a little bit OTT with the engine, but it is a replica of the exact car. So maybe they, personally, I think they've just gone a little bit OTT on that. That is a criticism. Also as well, if you look through my other videos and you've been following us, and hopefully you have, and if you haven't, click the subscribe button. My chassis is bent, as you can see. I don't know, I think it's twisted along this member here on the actual chassis, but once I push down, it all four wheels are down, it doesn't move. So I'm hoping that the more parts that go on, and with the shell and other parts, I'm hoping that the bend sorts itself out. There's that. Also as well, with the flight mode, I've noticed that a few of these magnets, especially on mine, and so on other builds, this is not just down to mine, as you can see, it comes off and attaches up there. Also as well, I've got a very wobbly wheel, and I've tried tightening it the best I can. Secondly, now on this one, you can see that when I got this part a while ago, I only actually got one of these cups that fits into the wheel hub. And the other issue that I had when it came was I actually ended up with two of these rubber bits. So if we flip it round, I'll be able to show you what I actually mean. And I don't know if it's going to zoom up on that. As you can see, there is no cap at the end, but screwing it in has supported it really well. And as you can see, I'm trying to, there's no movement in it whatsoever, so there's no real need to have those little bits there. But once again, how many people are actually going to view it like that, or like that? No one. Hopefully no one. But as you can see, there's the engine that's mounted under that. We obviously get the radiator. If you're familiar with the car, with the DeLorean car, radiator sits at the front here. There's a load of other pipes to go in. So the build is getting really well, and we're actually adding stuff to the chassis now, which is really really good. So it's becoming really, really exciting. Once again, I'm just going to show you how much, and I'm just going to take my camera off for a minute and just show you how much. And I'm going to turn it round, and I'll actually show you how much of a wobble there is. More than a finger gap, as you can see. But if I do that, it's little leg cocks over there, and it's only on this side. But as I can see, I think it's this part that's twisted. You know, a lot of people might ring up Eagle Moss to complain or to get an extra issue, or I could buy just this issue again, but I can't be bothered, and I think it's going to work out fine in the end anyway. The wobble on this wheel, as you can see, the magnet keeps falling out, and I have tightened this, and I've got the rubber bit in there as well, the rubber washer, and I've tightened this as tight as I can get without breaking or threading the screw, but there's that anyway. But I don't really want to sound too negative, because like I said, this is going to be an excellent build once it's done. Once it's finished, it's just going to look stunning and be well worth the journey. But there's going to be criticism with everything. Like I said, they are a bit of criticism, but they haven't really bugged me to the point where I'm just going to give up. If you're watching these videos and you're thinking, oh, should I subscribe? I've seen these bits, and I've seen these wobbles, and I've seen part issues and all this sort of stuff. Look, you're going to get problems whatever happens. I think patience and persistence needed for this build, and also just don't get too stressed over it. You know, take your time in building and just have fun. Mine has been in storage, and as you can see, it's actually got quite dusty. But that is it for issue 26, and we are now starting to stick stuff onto the frame of the car, onto the actual chassis, so it's becoming visibly more better. And that's it for this issue. And hopefully you like this video, and click to subscribe and watch all our other videos. We do loads of other reviews and other stuff, and hopefully we'll see you at the next issue.